Hello everyone, welcome back to the Third Age. A few things right off the fucking bat have happened. Western Osgiliath has been taken by Orodreth, and unfortunately Mothak has died. We laid him to rest. I shed a few tears. I've mourned. It's all over. I went to the funeral. It was not a bad reception anyway. But we've got Egbert here sieging the Black Gate as well. It is now under siege and 10 turns until surrender. We're not gonna fucking surrender though. We've got a small army, larger than last time, but Egbert as well has a larger army as well. So I'm not too concerned about this, but just to be sure, I will send these 2 units to reinforce, to replace those units that will be depleted after that battle. There we go. I'll just take a look at our notifications here right away. We've got a lot of units recruited in the Black Gate, Minas Morgul, etc., but mostly it's just retraining in Barad-dûr, Cair Andros, etc. What I'm going to try to do from now on, I think, is I'll try to maintain a garrison in places like Minas Morgul, Cirith Ungol. Well, I'll maintain a garrison everywhere, but I want to focus on Minas Morgul, Cirith Ungol, the Black Gate specifically, so that when I lose units on the front lines, instead of having to send them all the way to Barad-dûr and back, I'll just send the unit to Barad-dûr, and these units from Minas Morgul will march forward, and once these units in Barad-dûr are retrained, they'll replace the units in Minas Morgul. Seems like a better system. I'm going to try it out. I have recruited a few units already in Minas Morgul and Cirith Ungol. Well, just the one in Minas Morgul, actually. I've got scouts training at this very moment. As you can see, Mothak has died, like I said earlier. Don't shed a tear for him, just pour one out for the homie. Harad is now the most advanced faction. Kind of grinds my gears, but for some reason, just look at this for a minute. We have 4,000 gold doubloons all of a sudden. I'm not sure how this has happened, but we're going to take that money and we're going to reinvest it into our economy right fucking now. Well, actually, first of all, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these scouts and I'm going to retrain them in Amenornen. These 2 units, all 3 really, and then I'll send them right back to East Osgiliath. Dondeth's army at the moment is a bit weak. He doesn't really have a strong enough force to take out what's-his-nuts in West Osgiliath, Orodreth. Orodreth has quite a few units, militia and the like, but Dondeth has a lot of weakened units, for example. Well, a lot of strong units as well. I think maybe when we get those scouts back we can hazard a siege, but as you can see, we can't retrain any units in East Osgiliath, but we can retrain a few more in Cair Andros, I believe. And I did notice this as well. We can recruit orc archers in Cair Andros due to this Gondorian practice range, which is fucking nice. We now have the ability to recruit orc archers, which is the next step up from our scouts. Like I was saying earlier, though, we're going to reinvest that money in our economy right the fuck now, and I could build a boar breeder or a fairground and hunting lodges and whatnot. I think I may build this fairground right now. I'm not really sure though. East Osgiliath doesn't have much to trade. It's just common goods, which basically means nothing, and timber from Amenornen. So I may hold off on that, but a boar breeder is an option. I can also get 2 hunting lodges because they are 1,600 gold coins. For example, this one in Henethanun, which I will build, and this one in Cair Andros as well, which I will build. And then I'll recruit a unit somewhere just to round it out. There we go. That's our expenditure for the turn. Now I've got my units in Nurnen, Nargroth, Little Marchwall, I believe. They're all garrisoned up. Durthang as well. And they'll just stay there to maintain the public order so I can push my taxes as fucking high as I can. I can only maintain 2 units in Nurnen though, and I have to keep my taxes at high because that is already at 85% public order. Any higher and they may riot. Now our mines are nearly, well not nearly, they're 3 turns away from being complete in Little Marchwall. Just another boon to our economy there. We are retraining these 2 orc bands. I'm not sure why though. Perhaps for armor, I couldn't tell you. Blacksmith, there we go. Chainmail, I believe they're now getting chainmail. Perfect. And I could always well, no, there's not really much to build in Barad-dûr. I could build a boar breeder for dirt cheap, but we'll get to that when we get to that. Now, Captain Yuffie here is getting fresh a bit. I think he's going to head to Hneith-Anun. I'm really hoping he's not going to march down here. That could fuck with our plans a bit. But, yeah, we'll have to defend the Black Gate next turn, I believe. And it's going to be a bit tense. But we'll get good old Gornag here, who looks exactly like Uvatha for some reason. I've never noticed. We'll get Gornag here to scout the Elvish lands, and he'll come back down to Dol Guldur. Maybe there's an army in here, I'm not exactly sure. Morfingian is still trying to bribe good old Khamûl, but for some reason he's not accepting that bribe. Our roads in Dol Guldur are nearly complete. Deep Mirkwood, I should say. That's the province name. There we go. That's basically all we can do this turn. I'm hoping we're going to have... Well, it's projected for 3,300 gold pieces next turn. I'm hoping that's a good number that we can work with, and you know, really get this fucking faction going. This campaign is kind of slowed down a bit as I'm struggling to make ends meet. Well, I guess I've been struggling to make ends meet since the very beginning, but at this point, I'm having a hard time pushing onwards. I'm just staying on the defensive, as I said I was going to. But, you know, I'd like to break out of that deadlock and continue the conquest. But anyway, we're going to have to jump to the next turn here. Alright, we are now being attacked by Egbert at the Black Gate. And of course, I'm going to have to fight this battle manually. I will not trust the auto-resolve with this. First of all, we've got a bit of cavalry, some light cavalry, some Rohan riders, a lot of melee infantry, actually, and... of course, Egbert is on horseback as well. So that means that they're going to ram down the gate and try to shove as many horsemen through the hole as they can. And we're not going to let that happen. We'll put our spears right behind the gate, and we'll try to prevent that from happening. But anyway, I'll see you on the battle map. Alright, folks, here's my plan. Once they break through, assumedly this gate or this gate, I'm just going to leave my spearmen back like this, so that Dwarf can get some good charges in. I really don't want to bring Dwar out past... Holy shit, that was not there last time. We've got this giant church here. Very medieval looking, a bit odd and out of place. Why would they have a church this close to the Black Gate? You know, you'd go here to worship and do some fucking texts or whatnot, some illuminated manuscripts, and you'd be constantly looking at the very gates of hell. I don't know, that's very odd to me. That should not be there. But anyway, like I was saying, I got a little off track there. I don't want to take Dwarf out of the walls because he'll be absolutely dominated by all of the cavalry of the men here. Our archers, of course, are letting loose on this ram. You can see a million arrows just flying towards these swordsmen, and they've already taken a few casualties. I'm going to try to light this ram ablaze, though. There we go. Getting a few arrows on that ram. 0 damage so far, 4 damage, and a few roasted Rohirrim as well. I keep wanting to say Gondorian, but that, of course, is very incorrect. Now, here we can see very clearly the amount of cavalry that Rohan brought to such a fucking siege. They're not very bright, I gotta say. But it looks like we're not going to set that ram ablaze, so I'm going to focus my fire on these scouts, rather. Maybe I can rout at least one unit before they head in... Oh, sorry, these Rohan riders may be a better target, but maybe I can rout 1 or 2 units before they get into the wall. It's mostly cavalry, like I was saying. The only infantry units I have are these spear units and the sword unit at the gate here. Oh shit, my scouts aren't very accurate. But anyway, my gate is going to be busted down within the hour, and not a single fucking casualty on the fucking Rohan riders here. I'll have to move to these scouts yet again. Once they break through the gate, I've got this vacant space here. They'll crowd in and run into my spears, and I can get Dwarvois to flank them and get some good charges off. It'll be sweet. I, of course, have my raiders supporting as well. My scouts are not doing the greatest, but there goes my gate, my mini gate within my much larger gate. And just like the last battle, I imagine that all this cavalry is going to storm forward. There they go. Fucking immediately, they're on it like fucking flies. Okay, I'm going to see if I can rotate my archers around. No? Will that work? Hopefully this works. I want them to shoot into the rears of these Rohirrim. Here, we'll try that. Alright, they're going to charge into our spears. Look at this, my spearmen are fucking ready, ripping and roaring and waiting for these fucking horsemen to charge right into me. But I will charge Dwarvois immediately. These scouts are kind of beelining for Dwarvois, actually. And he's gonna let off a Nazgul. My fucking ears, holy shit, I always forget how ridiculously loud that is. But anyway, I've got my spearmen entangled in this cavalry now. Dwarvois is hot on the heels as well of these scouts who are probably about to flee any minute. My scouts aren't really doing much. They're all kind of milling about, looking at each other, braiding each other's hair. It's pretty odd, I gotta say. But apparently they were not prepared for the possibility of shooting within their own walls. What the hell are these guys doing? Oh no, they are getting up on my walls. Fuck. I really did not foresee that happening. My archers are in danger of being boot-fucked here. I gotta pull them back. Pronto mundo. Who the fuck is this? Oh. I guess they have a few more units in the back here that were carrying these ladders and siege tower. I'm not sure that tower is tall enough anyway. It's much too small, actually. But anyway, our archers are running for their dear lives as the Rohirrim are... Oh my word, we've warped inside the tower, but it appears that the Rohirrim are just fucking beelining right for my archers. I'm gonna have to pull them off the wall entirely. There we go. Dwarvois has shattered those scouts, I believe. Now he is going to reform a bit, and we're going to charge into the sides of these... Oh no, there's the remainder of the scout unit, but we're going to charge into the rears of these Rohan riders, like so. Our spear units are not doing bad at all. They are just chopping right through all these horse units. I'm going to pull these raiders back to retake the walls from these spearmen, I believe. We should be able to manage it. Unfortunately, no, quite fortunately, actually, our scouts are able to withdraw from the wall entirely. I thought they would be caught out by those few units. But our spears are now being held in place by those swordsmen, whilst this unit is trying to flank. Dwarvois, unfortunately, is losing quite a few Black Numenoreans. He is slightly outnumbered, and by slightly I mean very much outnumbered. So I'm going to get my spearmen on those Rohan bodyguards. I need to set my orc raiders on those spearmen. Once they come down, these raiders are going to be fucking ready for them. There we go. I'm kind of wondering if I can sneak my archers around the back here, but it's really not worth it. I'm going to get Dwarvois outside the gate, and I'm going to get my archers like so, I think. I'm not sure they'll be able to fire on anyone, but we might as well try. Okay, we got some archers here, which is a perfect target for Dwarvois. We're going to thicken that formation like so, and then we're going to charge right into those archers, who are probably going to let loose. There we go. They're letting a fucking volley on Dwarvois, who surprisingly has not lost a single Black Numenorean in the face of that many arrows. Oh, my mistake. They lost at least one, but that's still pretty good. Bam! Quite the charge on these Yorling archers here. Dwarvois is chopping right through them. We did lose a few Numenoreans in that charge, though. Nothing that can't be replaced. Dwarvois is already fucking drinking the blood of his foes. You can see, though, that he actually has a bit of a chin, which is a bit odd, but there you go. Those Yorling archers have been absolutely fucked by Dwarvois. Our archers are not doing much. Our raiders are chopping up these spearmen, whilst our spearmen are not doing so hot, actually. They've lost quite a few orcs. But we just got to kill Egbert, who is somewhere in here. There we go. He's still got 23 of his men left, which is quite an amount, I gotta say. But once Dwarvois is done out here with these archers, we're going to charge right through this gate into the rear of these few men. There we go. We can see quite clearly the formations here. Yeah, so we'll charge right into the rears of these swordsmen who are most likely to break from such a charge. But first of all, Dwarvois has to see off these last few archers who are wavering. There's only 20 of them left. What if I do that? Is that enough? No, they're quite pleased with that, actually, for some odd reason. But, holy shit, we are losing quite a lot of orcs. I'm going to see if I can pull this unit back. Is that something I can do without losing too many? No, I think that's actually going to cause... That's caused quite a few more casualties, actually. Dwarvois has yet to finish with these archers, but I'm going to withdraw nonetheless because there's only 10 of them left, and that's just a waste of my fucking time. What is this? Rally troops. No, thank you. We'll charge into the rears of these swordsmen. Where are they at? Oh. Egbert is getting quite outnumbered here. He's only got 6 or 7 Rohan bodyguards left, whilst our spearmen flank him. Here comes Dwarvois. He's coming through the fucking gate. He's going to charge into the rears of these swordsmen like it's no fucking problem. Here we go. This is the end of the Rohirrim at the Black Gate, I'm thinking. Once we kill Egbert, his army will most likely flee. His swordsmen are wavering a little bit. We just got to get rid of Egbert. Where's Egbert at? He's only got 3 men left. Here he is. Egbert, the man himself, who is completely surrounded by orcs. And this is most likely the... There he goes. Is that Egbert? No, it's not, apparently. Where is this fucking son of a bitch? Here we go. My mistake. Egbert is clad in a red cloak, and he's trying to run away. I don't think Dwarvois can catch him, though. The horses of Rohan are much faster than my undead fucking Numenorian horses. Okay, I think we have routed... No, actually. I was going to say we have routed their entire army, but that is not the case. We still have this unit of spear militia left, and our archers are heading right for him. Dwarvois is hot on the case of fucking Egbert, but we're going to have to take out these archer units. He is going to get away single-handedly. We're not going to be able to fucking catch him, but the rest of his army will be absolutely obliterated. What a coward. But there he goes. What a fucking asshole. He's covered in blood of his comrades, which he has promptly abandoned behind the Black Gate. That's going to be a tale for the ages, I imagine. They're going to tell for years of the cowardice of Egbert and the bravery of Dundeth. But there we go. Look at that. We've won. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. I'm going to just quit this battle right now. No reason to continue fighting. It's a heroic victory. We have killed 609 men and captured 16, which is not really a lot. But there you go. The second battle of the Black Gate. What a fucking coward Egbert is. I cannot believe that he ran as the last man of his army. That's pretty amazing. We're just going to execute these fucking guys. I'm not going to bother. There we go. That's what you get when you try to besiege the Black Gate. You get turned away and your men get fucking executed. Alright, so Gondor has left West Osgiliath woefully undermanned. There's only one unit there. Orodreth retreated back to Minas Tirith here. Marathor? Captain Egelmoth? What the hell? Where has Orodreth gone? He is nowhere to be seen, but we do have Erenweir here, who has besieged Cair Andros, and he has a catapult, which is a little worrying. And also, as mentioned before, Captain Egelmoth and Marathor. I have no idea who these guys are. They just come out of the fucking woodwork right now. It's a little worrying, but there we go. We've got a few more units retrained, trained, and the like. Dirt roads in Dol Guldur, look at that. Now everyone will know we have a secret hideout in the middle of Mirkwood. They'll just follow the fucking paths, and there they go. They're right at our gates. Oh shit. There is the enemy castle. I'm sure I've seen that before. The rebel settlement. I could always capture that. Wooden castle held by woodland creatures. That's a bit odd. I'm going to have to scout that with Gornag. I'm kind of wondering if there's spiders or any sort of beastie in there. Other than orcs, that is. We could always capture that, as I have just mentioned, but holding on to it is another story entirely. We do have the Black Gate under control. however, and these 2 units need to pull back to Barad-dûr for retraining, whilst these 2 units go to reinforce, and we can retrain one of these units. There we go. Oh, fuck. Dwarf Wa has some human flesh. I think Dwarf Wa is a bit of a cannibalistic motherfucker. You saw him in the battle. He had just fucking blood drenched all over his fucking cloak. Like, no regard for cleanliness or hygiene. What an asshole. Okay, we're going to build a hunting lodge in the Black Gate as well. And as for the garrison of the Black Gate, I think...
Get ready for fighting.
Well, we'll have to send back... what can we train in the Black Gate? It is just orc bands, actually. If I build a boyer, we can get some free upkeep for some scouts. But I think I'll have 2 orc bands and 2 scout units. That should be enough to hold the fucking thing. Right. Now I can retrain a few more units in Aman. Well, not quite this moment, but I can always build a few more buildings as well with my 1405. Our army in Cair Andros is leaves a little to be desired. I mean, we could always use a lot more units fucking everywhere, but we just can't handle it. Our economy will not allow it. Captain Yafi has just hidden in the trees outside of Henethanen, which is a little worrying. I don't know what he's doing. He could be spying, for all I know. But we should be able to hold on to Cair Andros. We do have a lot of general units. That's like 200, 300, 400 heavily armored Uruk-hai who should be able to hold the walls against the Gondorian assault. Our next step is to actually take West Osgiliath back and hold it yet again. But in order to do that, I'm going to have to train a few more units into our rear guard here at Minas Morgul and the like. We have an orc band and a scout unit. Minas Morgul can support 4 units, so I will recruit another one of each. And Cair Thungul can support 2 units, so I will recruit another raider unit. There we go. Now we have 2 of each unit in this little area. The Black Gate will have to recruit some units when we're able to. And then we can reinforce our front lines. Amenernen is still spearheaded by Lunduf, and we've got... Well, we'll retrain those. Well, I'm not going to bother with this unit. It's already strong enough. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull these 2 units out of Amenernen, send them to East Osgiliath, and next turn they'll be there. But I'm going to grab good old Dawn Death, and we're going to attack West Osgiliath like so. And we'll have to build all this bullshit because we don't have any siege weapons. There we go, that's enough. We'll maintain that siege, and I will most likely just auto-resolve that because there's only... Oh, never mind. Orodreth is still in West Osgiliath. For some reason it looked as if there was 1 unit, but there's in fact several, and that's enough for Dawn Death, who will actually slay Orodreth and all the men with him and hold on to West Osgiliath till the end of time. East Osgiliath, on the other hand, is fucking empty. I should have left Gazrat. Now these guys are pissed as all hell. Oh man, we're gonna have to lower taxes significantly just to please these people. But that's all we can do this turn. I'm gonna see what we can do next turn. I think we'll be besieged by Erennuir here. Erennuir, I should say, who is a family member, actually. He'll besiege Cair Andros. We'll have to repel him. I think Egbert has had his fill, and he'll probably retreat up north. And then we can start shuffling some units about in and out of Barad-dûr. Yeah, that should be enough. Okay, great. We'll send these units to the front lines. I'm not sure where to send them, though. We will have our upkeep in Cair Thungul, Minas Morgul, etc. I may just leave them in Barad-dûr, like so. Alright, like I said, I'm going to end the turn. Look at this! Lunduf wants to adopt yet another motherfucker. We're not going to do it. That's out of the question, Lunduf. Jesus. Alright, we are besieging West Osgiliath in the south, while the Gondorians have brought quite the force up to take Cair Andros from us. They got Marathor and, what's his name? Erennuir here. Quite a lot of units. Erennuir, of course, has a catapult, and I'm hoping we'll be able to repel these guys, but we can always smash through West Osgiliath, rest up, and then head north with Dondith, as usual. And then, well, I'm going to pull Gazrat back. First of all, there we go. Alright, like I was saying, we can smash through West Osgiliath, rest up a bit, head north, and maybe that will be enough. But we are slowly beginning to lose gold per turn. We're losing a bit of income. I'm not sure why, but hopefully it can be remedied soon enough that we do not actually become absolutely broke. We don't want to lose that edge that we have had for the past couple turns. I would like to build something in Nurnen, but there's nothing really worthwhile. Nothing economically viable, that is. Dol Guldur could probably use some... Oh my, who is this? 4 units of Sylvan Elves, led by Captain Lerondrin here. Austin Gill. It's all just orcs. It's just ranged orc looters. I'm glad they changed the name so I don't get confused there. But it's just orcs. I don't know what the hell they're talking about. Woodland creatures. That makes me think there's going to be fucking unicorns and all sorts of bullshit in there. But really, there's nothing. Dol Guldur could probably use some ballistic towers when we got a chance. Just to really strengthen that position. Because ballistic towers are absolutely... They just fucking wreck anything. But we do have a scout unit in Armenanen. Amenernen, rather, that can be sent north. All of our units are on their way to Barad-dûr. All we need to do now is retake West Osgiliath, and we'll do that most likely next episode. I think I'm going to cut it short here, and next episode we'll take West Osgiliath and we'll repel the Gondorians in the north. Like I've said probably countless times by now, I really hope we can hold on to Cair Andros, but it's not looking super great. Our mines in Little Marshwall are 1 turn away from being complete, which is exciting. I think we'll have to build some roads and, this grain exchange and this hunting lodge and all that. And it should be pretty profitable. Look at that. We're going to get 225 from mining. And Little Marshwall, I think... Yes, it's silver. They export silver, which should be good for our economy. I don't know if it's going to be enough to make a dent. Will it really be noticeable? I'm not sure. But that'll be something we'll have to find out in the next few episodes. So thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll catch you next video.